I almost didn't go. I stood in front of the mirror, jacket half on, phone in my hand, reading the same message again and again. Bro, just show up. It's a joke date. One coffee. Then we laugh about it. A joke date. That's what they called it. I had no idea that one evening, meant to embarrass me, would quietly ruin the life I thought I understood. I'm not the kind of guy people set up on dates for fun. I'm usually the safe one. The listener. The friend who gives advice but never takes risks himself. At that time, my life was simple. Work during the day. Gym sometimes. Evenings with my phone, scrolling, pretending I was fine being alone. I told myself I didn't need anyone. But the truth was, I was tired of feeling invisible. My friends knew that. And they loved teasing me about it. They said she was interesting. They said she was perfect for the joke. They refused to show me a photo. That should have been my first warning. I arrived 10 minutes early at the cafe. Small place. Warm lights. Quiet music. The kind of place couples choose on purpose. I chose a corner table, facing the door, heart beating harder than it should have for something that didn't matter. Then the door opened. And for a second, everything inside me went quiet. She walked in slowly, scanning the room, her hair falling naturally over one shoulder. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. No dramatic entrance. No performance. Just real. Her eyes met mine, and she smiled, soft, unsure, like she was wondering if this was a mistake too. I stood up without thinking. She said my name. I said hers. And suddenly, it didn't feel like a joke. She sat across from me, placing her bag carefully beside the chair. Her hands were calm, but her eyes weren't. They carried something heavy. Something lived in. We ordered coffee. Black for me. Something sweet for her. The first few minutes were awkward in the most human way. Not the forced silence kind. The gentle, careful kind. She laughed at something small I said. Not a polite laugh. A real one. I remember thinking, this isn't supposed to happen. She told me she worked in design. I told her about my job, the parts one loved and the parts one pretended not to hate. We talked about music. About childhood memories. About how strange it feels to grow up and realize no one knows what they're doing. At some point, I forgot about my friends. Forgot about the setup. Forgot about the joke. I just listened. And for the first time in a long while, I felt seen. When the coffee was finished, neither of us reached for our phones. Neither of us suggested leaving. She looked at me and said, "So, why did you agree to this?" I hesitated. Then decided to be honest. I thought it was a prank. Her eyebrows lifted. A prank? I nodded. My friends set it up as a joke date. There it was. The moment everything could have ended. But she didn't get offended. She didn't stand up. She just leaned back slightly and sighed. They told me the same thing, she said. That it wouldn't matter. Something in her voice cracked. Just a little. And that's when I knew. This wasn't funny to either of us. We walked outside together. The air was cool, the street quiet. She hugged herself lightly, not from the cold, but from habit. We stood there, not sure how to end something that felt unfinished. I had a good time, I said. She smiled. Me too. More than I expected. Before leaving, she added softly, I'm glad it wasn't just a joke. So was I. We started texting the next day. Short messages at first. Then longer ones. She had a way of asking questions that went deeper than usual. Not invasive. Just honest. She told me about her past. About relationships that felt like promises but ended like warnings. I told her about my fear of being chosen last. Of always being the almost. We met again. And again. Small dates. Walks. Late-night talks in parked cars where the engine stayed off because neither of us wanted the moment to move. I noticed the way she listened. The way she paused before speaking, choosing truth over comfort. But I also noticed the walls. She never talked about the future. Never used words like later or someday. And I pretended not to notice. The turning point came quietly. One night, sitting across from her in my car, rain tapping softly on the windshield, she said, "Can I ask you something, and you promise not to get upset?" That sentence never means anything good. Okay, I said. Why are you taking this so seriously? I swallowed. Because I feel something. She looked away. I was afraid you'd say that. My chest tightened. She told me the truth then. That she wasn't ready. That her life was complicated. That she liked me, but didn't know if she could give me what I deserved. I asked, then why keep seeing me? Her voice was barely above a whisper. Because with you, I feel safe. And that scares me. That night, I went home and couldn't sleep. I replayed every moment. Every laugh. Every silence. I wondered if loving someone meant knowing when to step back. The struggle lasted weeks. Some days she was close, warm, present. Other days she pulled away without explanation. My friends told me to let it go. Said it started as a joke anyway. But my heart didn't find that funny. The climax came the night she almost walked away for good. We were standing outside her place. She wouldn't look at me. I can't keep doing this, she said. It's not fair to you. I felt everything crack. Then tell me to leave, I said. And mean it. She didn't answer. Her eyes filled instead. I don't want to lose you, she said. But I don't know how to stay. That was the moment. I realized love isn't always about holding on. Sometimes it's about giving someone space to choose you freely. So I made the hardest decision of my life. I care about you, I said. Enough to let you go, if that's what you need. She cried. I did too. We hugged for a long time. Not the kind of hug that promises forever. The kind that says thank you for what was. The ending wasn't dramatic. We didn't block each other. We didn't disappear. We just changed. Months later, we still talk sometimes. Less often. More honestly. She once told me, meeting you changed me. I told her the truth. Meeting you changed my life. Because that joke date taught me something permanent. That real connections don't follow plans. That timing can be cruel. And that even love that doesn't last forever can leave you braver than before. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.